Hello, friends. Most people chase wealth their entire lives, but few ever discover that the real source of riches is hidden deep inside their own minds. In this summary, we'll explore one of the most life-changing books ever written, Grow Rich with the Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. You're about to learn how your thoughts silently shape your financial destiny, why visualization is more powerful than willpower, and how the universe responds to your dominant beliefs about money. So stay with me till the end, because once you understand this, you'll never think about success or wealth the same way again. Before we continue, please hit that like button and subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss new updates. Chapter 1. Understand how the subconscious mind works to create wealth. Every great fortune begins in the mind, not in a wallet or a bank. The first chapter of Grow Rich with the Power of Your Subconscious Mind teaches that your outer world is simply a reflection of your inner beliefs. The subconscious mind is like a fertile soil. Whatever thought you plant in it, it grows, whether it's a weed of worry or a seed of abundance. If you constantly think about shortage, bills, and struggle, your subconscious will obediently bring you more of the same. But when you begin to see yourself as rich in ideas, talents, and opportunities, life starts rearranging itself to match that inner image. Wealth isn't created by luck, it's created by belief. And belief starts with what you repeatedly tell yourself about money and success. Dr. Murphy shows that there's no mysterious trick to becoming rich. It's about aligning your thoughts with the law of abundance. He introduces a simple but powerful process. Step 1. Remind yourself every day that the source of wealth is infinite and that this source lives within you. Step 2. Repeatedly impress the idea of abundance on your subconscious by imagining and feeling it as already real. Step 3. Use affirmations morning and night when the mind is most receptive. For example, saying calmly, "Wealth flows to me freely, joyfully, and endlessly. I am open and ready to receive." And step 4. Immediately replace any thought of lack or doubt with a thought of abundance. He shares real-life examples. A writer who doubled her income after dropping her guilt around money, and a salesman who transformed his finances by simply changing how he thought about himself. The beauty of this teaching lies in its ease. You don't have to strain or chase results. Your only task is to hold the image, feel it deeply, and trust that your subconscious will handle the how. The more relaxed and grateful you are, the faster the results appear. Anxiety, fear, or greed block the flow, but peace and faith accelerate it. And Murphy reminds us that true wealth includes more than just money. It's also joy, love, health, and a generous spirit. When you give freely, you show your subconscious that you already have enough, and that belief multiplies your blessings. So start today. Picture yourself already abundant. Act as though it's true, and let the universe respond. Chapter 2. How your mind works for you. Your mind is a two-part system, the conscious and the subconscious, and when both work in harmony, they can turn invisible ideas into visible results. The conscious mind is like the captain of a ship, giving orders and choosing the direction. The subconscious mind is the crew, carrying out those instructions without question. Whatever you impress upon it with feeling, it accepts as truth and begins to materialize in your life. Most people, however, unknowingly give their subconscious confusing or negative instructions, worrying about failure, imagining loss, or believing they are unlucky, and the subconscious obediently creates more of the same. The lesson here is simple. The subconscious doesn't argue, it acts. Murphy explains that the subconscious mind learns through repetition, belief, and emotion. That means you can't just casually wish for wealth or success. You must feel it as already real. The emotion behind your thought is the fuel that activates the subconscious. Every image, statement, or inner dialogue charged with faith becomes a creative command. The subconscious then uses its own intelligence to arrange events, inspire ideas, and draw people who align with your belief. That's why two people in the same situation can experience totally different results. One constantly broadcasts fear, while the other radiates confidence and expectation. The most important insight in this chapter is that you're always programming your subconscious, consciously or unconsciously. Every thought you dwell on is like a seed. So, choose your seeds carefully. Think wealth, joy, success, health, not because you're pretending, but because these are the natural states your inner mind can produce. As you continue affirming and visualizing with calm faith, your subconscious becomes your loyal partner, bringing your mental pictures to life in surprising ways. When your conscious desire and subconscious belief finally agree, that's when manifestation happens effortlessly. Chapter 3: How to Tap the Power of Your Subconscious for Wealth. The key message in this chapter is that wealth begins not with hard work, but with the right mental conditioning. You don't have to beg life for abundance. You have to believe that you are connected to an infinite source of it. The subconscious mind is that hidden channel through which prosperity flows. Most people struggle financially because they think of money as something separate from themselves, something they must chase. But the truth, as this chapter emphasizes, is that abundance already surrounds you. It simply mirrors your inner state. When your thoughts and feelings are tuned to lack, you repel opportunities. When you think in harmony with abundance, you attract ideas, people, and circumstances that match that vibration. Murphy shows practical ways to activate this inner power. Begin by establishing a new mental relationship with money. See it as a friend, a tool for good, not something evil or hard to get. You must first remove guilt or fear attached to wealth. Each night before sleep, visualize yourself surrounded by abundance. Imagine using money wisely, joyfully, and in ways that bless others. Speak prosperity-filled affirmations such as, "Wealth flows to me easily and effortlessly. I am one with the infinite riches of my subconscious mind." The subconscious doesn't differentiate between reality and imagination. It accepts whatever image you give it as truth. Over time, it begins orchestrating external conditions to match your inner picture. The final insight is that action flows naturally from belief. Once your subconscious accepts wealth as normal, you'll start noticing ideas, connections, or paths that you previously overlooked. This isn't coincidence, it's guidance. The subconscious mind doesn't create money out of thin air, but it directs you to opportunities and decisions that multiply your prosperity. The more gratitude and faith you maintain, the faster this process becomes. You don't need to strain or force it. Your job is to stay mentally aligned with wealth, and your subconscious will show you the way. Chapter 4: The Science of Getting Rich Through Your Subconscious Mind. This chapter dives deeper into the invisible law that governs all prosperity, the law of belief. Whatever you believe deeply, your subconscious reproduces. This isn't superstition, it's psychological and spiritual truth. Every invention, fortune, and success story began as an idea impressed upon someone's subconscious mind. The subconscious is like a perfect servant. It works tirelessly to express your dominant thoughts in tangible form. When you believe wealth is possible, deserved, and natural, your inner mind opens channels through which that belief becomes real. But when you secretly believe money is hard to get or I'll never make enough, the subconscious faithfully fulfills that order too. Murphy explains that getting rich is not about luck, but about understanding and applying this mental science. The first rule: never speak or think of lack. Every word of complaint or worry is a negative command. Replace it instantly with thoughts of abundance and possibility. The second rule: visualize yourself as already successful. Your subconscious responds vividly to mental pictures. When you see yourself living in comfort, contributing to others, and handling money wisely, those images start becoming self-fulfilling prophecies. The third rule: build gratitude into your daily routine. It multiplies your blessings because gratitude is faith in action. This chapter also stresses that your motive matters. Desire wealth not just for luxury, but to live a fuller, freer, and more generous life. The universe responds to pure intentions faster than selfish ones. When your goal is to add value and share your blessings, the law of increase works in your favor. The subconscious mind works best in a state of peace, joy, and confident expectation, not struggle. When you stop worrying about how it will happen and focus on what and why, you'll notice unexpected opportunities emerging naturally. Chapter 5: The Secret of Visualization for Riches. This chapter unveils one of the greatest creative powers within you, the ability to visualize. Every invention, every empire, every breakthrough began as an image in someone's mind. Visualization is how you plant a seed in your subconscious. When you repeatedly picture a goal as already accomplished, you activate invisible forces that guide you toward its realization. The subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between imagination and reality. It simply takes your dominant image as fact and begins shaping your outer world accordingly. If you visualize debt and difficulty, you'll attract more of it. But if you consistently visualize ease, prosperity, and success, your subconscious reorganizes your thoughts, emotions, and actions to make it so. Murphy encourages using visualization as a daily ritual, especially before sleep and after waking, when the conscious mind is quiet and the subconscious is open. You don't need to strain or force a picture. Simply imagine what it feels like to have already achieved your desire. See yourself living abundantly, receiving money easily, and using it wisely. Feel the comfort, gratitude, and freedom that come with it. When your emotion matches your image, you've impressed the idea deeply into your subconscious. This mental movie becomes a blueprint that life starts to mirror. Many people mistakenly think visualization is fantasy, but in truth, it's the rehearsal of reality. The most powerful visualizations are specific yet relaxed, not desperate. You might visualize your business thriving, clients smiling, or your bank account increasing. The key is to feel natural and deserving of it. Murphy reminds us that repeated visualization builds conviction, and conviction moves mountains. The more you imagine with faith and joy, the sooner results begin to appear. And when they do, stay humble and thankful, for gratitude anchors new blessings. Visualization is not wishful thinking. It's the deliberate shaping of destiny through the language of the subconscious. Chapter 6: How to Make Your Subconscious Mind Work for You. This chapter teaches you how to stop fighting against yourself and start letting your subconscious work for you, not against you. Most people unknowingly use their inner power to create frustration and struggle. They think negative thoughts, dwell on worries, and then wonder why life feels heavy. The subconscious mind accepts every word and image you feed it and multiplies it. So if you say, "I never have enough," it simply agrees and keeps you there. But the moment you start speaking in the language of abundance, "I always have enough and more to spare," your subconscious begins attracting circumstances to match. The secret isn't to force wealth, but to gently direct your inner mind toward it every day. Murphy explains that repetition is the bridge between the conscious and subconscious minds. Every repeated thought becomes a habit, and every habit becomes reality. That's why affirmations, gratitude, and visualization work so powerfully. They build new subconscious patterns. He advises starting and ending each day with a few quiet minutes of mental conditioning. See yourself as successful, speak words of plenty, and feel peace about your goals. The subconscious works best in a relaxed and confident state, not under pressure. Think of it like planting a seed. Your job is to plant and nurture it, not to dig it up to check if it's growing. One of the most inspiring parts of this chapter is the idea that your subconscious is limitless, that IT doesn't age, tire, or run out of ideas. When you stop blocking it with fear and start trusting it with faith, it becomes your greatest ally. You'll find yourself guided by intuition, drawn to the right people, and prompted with brilliant ideas. The more you rely on this partnership, the more effortless your success becomes. You'll start working smarter, not harder, and feel that life itself is supporting you. Chapter 7: How to Let Money Work for You. This chapter flips the common idea of chasing money upside down. Instead of working endlessly for money, Murphy teaches how to make money work for you, mentally and practically. The foundation of this idea is understanding that money is a form of energy. It flows where it's welcomed, appreciated, and used wisely. When you treat money with fear, guilt, or resentment, you block that flow. When you handle it with love, gratitude, and purpose, you multiply it. The subconscious mind mirrors your attitude toward money. If you see it as scarce, you repel it. If you see it as a means to serve and grow, you attract more of it. To make money your ally, you must first respect it. Keep it in circulation. Use it to create value, to bless others, and to express gratitude. Every time you spend, silently affirm, there's always more coming back to me. This affirmation builds a deep sense of financial confidence. Murphy also emphasizes the importance of wise investment, both mentally and practically. Don't cling to money in fear, but don't waste it thoughtlessly either. The subconscious loves balance. When you feel good about giving, saving, and spending, you signal that you trust the abundance of life. The more relaxed you are about money, the more it flows to you. Strain and worry repel it. Joy and generosity attract it. Your subconscious mind wants to create a constant stream, not a trickle. But for that to happen, you must replace old ideas of hard luck and never enough with thoughts like, money is divine energy. It flows to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources. When you hold this belief long enough, you'll start noticing that life gives you new income ideas, better timing, and even unexpected gifts. That's money working for you. Chapter 8: How to Attract the Right Business Associate. This chapter focuses on one of the most overlooked secrets of success: the power to attract the right people into your professional life through your subconscious mind. Every successful partnership, business alliance, or creative collaboration begins as a mental image long before it becomes reality. If you constantly worry about dishonest or uncooperative people, you're broadcasting that vibration, and your subconscious will obediently attract more of the same. But if you hold in your mind a clear picture of trustworthy, capable, and harmonious partners, the right individuals begin to appear naturally. The subconscious connects you with people who match your inner frequency. Murphy explains that the subconscious mind acts as a silent magnet. You don't have to force or manipulate relationships. You only need to create the right inner conditions. Start by defining clearly the kind of person you want to work with, their values, temperament, and attitude. Then visualize yourself working joyfully with them. Feel mutual respect, trust, and shared success as though it's already happening. These emotions act as a signal to your subconscious, which then aligns circumstances to make it come true. He shares examples of entrepreneurs and professionals who attracted ideal partners simply by mentally affirming, "The right person is being drawn to me now." The deeper message is that like attracts like. You can only attract what you mentally and emotionally are. If you radiate honesty, enthusiasm, and generosity, you'll magnetize people with the same qualities. If you hold resentment, jealousy, or fear, you'll meet partners who reflect those emotions. The subconscious doesn't discriminate. It simply matches frequencies. Therefore, the surest way to find good people is to become one yourself, in thought, feeling, and action. When you do, the right associates arrive effortlessly, and your success multiplies through shared vision. Chapter 9: How to Use the Subconscious Mind for Financial Security. This chapter shifts focus from gaining wealth to coping it by building an unshakable sense of security in your mind. True financial stability, Murphy says, doesn't come from your job, business, or savings. It comes from a deep conviction that you are always connected to infinite supply. Many people lose wealth because they fear losing it. That fear, when repeated often, becomes a subconscious instruction, and the mind fulfills it. The secret is to build your sense of safety on the awareness of abundance, not on external circumstances. When you know that ideas, opportunities, and income can always find you, you live with calm confidence no matter what happens outside. Murphy advises creating mental habits that affirm constant supply. Each day, remind yourself, I am divinely guided in all my financial affairs. I'm always supplied with whatever I need. This type of affirmation builds a strong foundation of faith and erases worry. You also strengthen security by recognizing that money is only one form of abundance. Real wealth includes ideas, relationships, and creativity, all of which your subconscious can generate endlessly. When you focus on these sources, even financial setbacks become temporary detours, not disasters. The chapter also highlights the importance of trust. Worry and anxiety disconnect you from the flow of supply. Faith, gratitude, and action keep you aligned. Your subconscious mind can guide you to make better investments, avoid risky ventures, and spot opportunities others miss, but can only do this when you're calm and receptive. When you truly believe that your supply is unlimited and ever present, you no longer chase money. It comes to you naturally. That is the real meaning of financial security. Chapter 10. How to get the results you want. This chapter is all about results, how to move from wishing to achieving. The subconscious mind doesn't respond to scattered desires or half-hearted intentions. It responds to clarity, emotion, and belief. Most people fail to get what they want because they change their minds too often. Today, they want success. Tomorrow, they doubt it. This inconsistency confuses the subconscious. To get real results, you must first decide exactly what you want and then stay loyal to that image. Once you impress a clear, emotional picture of success on your subconscious, it begins guiding your actions, decisions, and even your timing to make it real. Murphy explains that every result begins as a cause, and that cause is a thought mixed with feeling. The subconscious doesn't respond to empty words, but to emotional conviction. That's why visualizations, affirmations, and gratitude work best when you feel them. If you want a new opportunity, for example, imagine yourself already celebrating it. Feel the satisfaction and confidence of success. Then release it. Stop worrying about how or when it will happen. Your subconscious will organize the right people and circumstances while you remain calm and receptive. Another powerful insight here is persistence. The subconscious is like fertile soil. It brings results when you keep nurturing your idea, not when you keep digging it up to check if it's growing. When doubts arise, gently replace them with faith statements like, "The infinite power within me knows how to bring this to pass." Stay consistent and grateful even when results haven't shown up yet. That unwavering mental discipline is what separates dreamers from achievers. Eventually, the unseen will become seen, and you'll realize that your results were never luck. They were the harvest of your inner belief. Chapter 11. How to use the subconscious mind for wealthy thinking. This chapter explains that wealthy thinking is a mental habit, not a financial condition. Before any outer wealth appears, you must develop the consciousness of abundance within. Poverty thinking, constant worry, criticism of the rich, fear of spending, or guilt about success blocks the flow of prosperity. The subconscious simply mirrors the state of your mind. If your inner world is full of lack, the outer world will reflect it. But the moment you start thinking, speaking, and feeling like a prosperous person, generous, confident, and optimistic, your reality begins to shift. Murphy offers a practical approach to develop wealthy thinking. Begin by removing emotional charges attached to words like money, rich, or success. Many people subconsciously associate these words with greed or wrongdoing. Replace that with the truth that wealth is simply the flow of divine energy through ideas, service, and creativity. Then, throughout the day, catch yourself when you say negative phrases like, "I can't afford it," or "that's too expensive." Instead, affirm, "I can afford anything that contributes to my growth and happiness." Over time, this new mental pattern becomes your financial thermostat, naturally drawing in more opportunities. The chapter also emphasizes generosity as a sign of wealthy thinking. When you give sincerely, whether time, money, or kindness, you affirm abundance and reinforce your belief that there's more than enough to go around. This mental state not only magnetizes wealth, but also makes you a channel for blessings. Murphy reminds us that money is simply a servant, not a master. Use it with wisdom and joy, and it will multiply under your care. Wealthy thinking is not arrogance. It's faith in the limitless supply that supports all life. Chapter 12: How to Use the Power of the Subconscious Mind to Gain Promotion. This chapter reveals how to rise higher in your career or business by first rising in consciousness. Every promotion, Murphy explains, is the result of inner growth before it becomes outer recognition. Many people work hard but remain stuck because they secretly feel unworthy, overlooked, or resentful. These feelings form subconscious barriers that block advancement. To attract promotion, you must first see yourself as worthy of it, competent, confident, and valuable. The subconscious mind then begins influencing your behavior, attitude, and even the perceptions of others in ways that lead to recognition and reward. Murphy advises that instead of begging for opportunity or envying others, you should quietly affirm your readiness for greater responsibility. Say to yourself daily, "Infinite intelligence is guiding me to my rightful place. I am worthy of success, and my talents are being recognized now." Then, visualize yourself in your new position, handling challenges with ease, receiving respect, and contributing more effectively. Feel the pride and satisfaction of being appreciated. When this inner image becomes natural, your subconscious starts to express it through your speech, posture, and performance. Others begin to sense your confidence, and new doors open effortlessly. Another essential point here is maintaining harmony and goodwill toward others. If you harbor jealousy or resentment, you block your own progress because the subconscious reacts to your dominant emotion, not your words. Promote others mentally, and life will promote you. The universe mirrors what you wish for others. Approach your work with love, efficiency, and gratitude. See yourself as a valuable asset to your organization or field. When your subconscious accepts that image, it arranges circumstances, meetings, decisions, opportunities that match your belief. That's how invisible mental work leads to visible advancement. Chapter 13: How to Attract Success in Selling. This chapter is a masterclass on how the subconscious can transform your ability to sell, whether it's a product, a service, or an idea. True selling, Murphy explains, is not manipulation or pressure. It's the transfer of belief. The more convinced you are of the value you offer, the more your subconscious communicates that conviction through your tone, gestures, and confidence. Every sale begins within. If you secretly feel doubtful, desperate, or unworthy, those feelings will leak into your words and energy. But when your subconscious is filled with enthusiasm, honesty, and purpose, people naturally respond with trust. Murphy suggests starting every day by affirming your inner confidence. I am divinely guided in all my transactions. I believe in what I offer, and others feel that belief. Visualize clients smiling, satisfied, and grateful. See yourself serving them sincerely, not merely closing deals. The subconscious mind picks up this image of service and begins influencing your intuition, helping you say the right words, meet the right people, and seize the right timing. He shares examples of salespeople who doubled their results after replacing fear of rejection with faith in their product and in the law of attraction. The chapter's deeper message is that selling is a spiritual exchange, giving value and receiving reward. When you focus on helping others improve their lives, the universe multiplies your success. Avoid negative talk about the market or competition, as it weakens your belief. Instead, hold a steady image of abundance, that there are more than enough clients and opportunities for everyone. As you align your subconscious with faith, enthusiasm, and service, success in selling becomes effortless and deeply satisfying. Chapter 14: How to Become Successful in Buying and Selling. This chapter dives deep into the psychology of buying and selling, and how the subconscious mind plays a bigger role than most people realize. Every transaction, Murphy explains, is first a meeting of minds, not money. Your subconscious impressions about buying or selling, whether you expect profit or loss, trust or doubt, determine the outcome long before the deal is signed. People who fail in business often carry hidden beliefs such as, I always lose money, people can't be trusted, or good deals never come my way. The subconscious accepts those beliefs as commands and reproduces them as experience. But when you expect fairness, abundance, and mutual benefit, life begins arranging situations that fulfill that expectation. Murphy provides a simple yet powerful formula for success in buying and selling. Before entering any negotiation or purchase, take a few quiet moments to calm your mind. Affirm silently. Infinite intelligence guides every transaction. Only right action and right results occur. Visualize both parties smiling, satisfied, and benefiting equally. This puts your subconscious in harmony with truth and fairness. You'll intuitively sense when to act, what to say, or when to walk away. Instead of relying on force or manipulation, you begin working with divine timing and wisdom. Deals flow smoothly because you're mentally tuned to success, not fear. The deeper lesson here is that successful buying and selling is about energy, not luck. Your subconscious mind acts like a magnet. It attracts the right opportunities and repels the wrong ones. When you're guided by inner peace and integrity, you naturally make profitable choices. Murphy reminds readers that when your intention is right, to add value, not exploit, the universe supports you. Whether you're a business person, investor, or consumer, the principle remains the same. Think abundance, act with honesty, and trust your inner guidance. The outer rewards will follow effortlessly. Chapter 15: How the Subconscious Mind Makes You Lucky. This chapter reveals that luck isn't random. It's the predictable outcome of mental alignment. What people call good luck is often the subconscious mind responding perfectly to faith, optimism, and clear expectation. When you believe that life is on your side, your subconscious begins to notice opportunities, connect you with helpful people, and steer you toward favorable timing. The difference between a lucky person and an unlucky one lies not in circumstances, but in mindset. Lucky people expect good things, and so their subconscious keeps finding ways to make it true. Murphy encourages readers to stop chasing luck and start creating it. Begin each day with the firm conviction that something wonderful is on its way. Use affirmations like, divine order governs my life. Everything good is flowing to me right now. This attitude programs your subconscious to focus on possibilities rather than obstacles. Even in challenges, you'll intuitively sense hidden opportunities. What others call coincidences or miracles are simply your subconscious organizing events to match your inner faith. When you maintain this belief long enough, life begins to feel effortless, full of perfect timing and pleasant surprises. The chapter also warns against negative luck talk. Statements like I never win or bad things always happen to me act as curses on your own subconscious. They teach it to expect misfortune, and it obeys. Replace them instantly with faith-charged thoughts of expectancy and gratitude. The more grateful you are for small blessings, the more your subconscious multiplies them. In truth, luck is not outside you. It's the creative intelligence within you responding to your dominant belief. Cultivate faith, and luck becomes your constant companion. Chapter 16: How to Get Out of a Financial Rut. This chapter begins with an empowering truth. No one is ever permanently stuck. The feeling of being trapped in financial problems is never about circumstances alone. It's about repetitive thought patterns that keep recreating the same results. Your subconscious mind mirrors your dominant emotions. If you constantly dwell on debt, regret, or failure, you unknowingly instruct your subconscious to repeat them. Murphy explains that getting out of a financial rut starts with changing your mental picture, from hopelessness to possibility, from lack to abundance. The moment you shift that inner image, you start reversing the momentum that kept you stuck. He outlines a simple yet transformative process. First, stop talking about your difficulties. Words have power, and every time you speak of being broke, unlucky, or burdened, you reinforce that reality. Second, feed your subconscious new instructions. Each morning and night, affirm, I am open to new ideas. Wealth and opportunities are flowing to me now. Every day, I move forward with confidence. Third, visualize progress. Not the end goal, but steady movement. Picture yourself paying bills with ease, saving money joyfully, and receiving unexpected opportunities. This continuous mental rehearsal builds momentum in your subconscious, which then starts bringing ideas, guidance, and help from unexpected places. The chapter also emphasizes forgiveness, both of yourself and others. Many people unconsciously block prosperity because they hold resentment or guilt. Those emotions tie up mental energy that could be used creatively. Release them and affirm peace for everyone involved. When you do, your subconscious becomes free again to guide you upward. Finally, Murphy reminds readers that progress is often gradual, but every small improvement is proof that your new mental program is working. Keep your mind on abundance. Be grateful for every positive step, and soon your outer world will reflect your inner renewal. Chapter 17: How to Become Rich Through the Power of Your Subconscious Mind. The final chapter brings everything together, showing that lasting wealth is not just about money, but about living in harmony with the infinite intelligence within you. Murphy teaches that true riches include peace of mind, love, health, and the freedom to do what you love. Money alone, without spiritual balance, leads to emptiness. But when your subconscious is trained to think in terms of abundance, gratitude, and service, you create a wealth that is both material and meaningful. Every person, regardless of background, can achieve this by mastering one truth. What you imagine, believe, and emotionally accept, you become. The chapter encourages readers to make their prosperity practice a daily way of life. Think of your mind as a garden. Plant seeds of success, gratitude, and generosity every day. Speak positively about money. Visualize your goals with joy, and expect good at all times. Never let fear or doubt linger for long. They are weeds that choke your abundance. When challenges arise, repeat faith-affirming statements like, "The power within me is greater than any difficulty. Divine wisdom now shows me the right path." Such mental discipline keeps your subconscious aligned with success, no matter what happens around you. The book closes with a reminder that abundance is meant for everyone. The more you share, the more life gives back. Bless others' success, use your wealth wisely, and never stop growing, spiritually and mentally. When you live in faith and gratitude, prosperity becomes effortless. Your subconscious mind becomes your greatest business partner, guiding you to ideas, people, and circumstances that lead to continuous expansion. In the end, you realize that the real treasure was never money. It was the power within you to create it. Book summary in one line. You don't have to chase wealth. You must become the kind of person who naturally attracts it by mastering your inner world. If you find this valuable, please like, subscribe, and share it. Helps more people discover these life-changing teachings. Thank you.